How's that, everyone? Can you all hear us now? Give us a shout if you can hear us. I think that might be working now. I'll give you a second to catch up, and then...
Can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything. Just give it a second. Can you yes!
Yay!
Thank you, Christoph.
Before we start swearing.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. We just said, let's go over it again. We're one short. Carol can't be with us tonight. She's out, but she has watched Star Trek Picard. And a warning, we are going to be talking about Star Trek Picard Season 3, Episode 1. So there will be spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
And we're very tired. So we're
very tired.
We're trying to wake up. Let's see if we're streaming on all channels, shall we? We're on YouTube. It's all working. Look at this. I did it in about 5 seconds setting up, and it seems to be working. Hi.
Awesome stuff.
Oh, that's the old stream. Are we working on Facebook yet? Who's on Facebook? Oh, people are saying, oh my gosh, there's actually quite a lot of you here.
Frequencies open.
Hello
everybody.
Hi, Jane. Hello, Neil. Hello, Peter.
Carol is out, yes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry if it's echoey, but
Carol is out.
Carol is out. So we have just watched Episode 1, Season 3 of Star Trek Picard, and there is so much to talk about. Have you all watched it? If you haven't,
switch off now.
Go home. And hello to everyone at the Sci-Fi Ball. Our friend Vicky is there, and she's apparently just won the fancy dress competition. She just said.
Apparently so.
Really
Well done.
Well done, Vicky. Your first SF Ball. We're gutted we're not there this year. Hopefully we'll be back another year.
Now we just see.
Now you just see nothing.
Oh, Sam, you broke it.
I broke it all. What happened now?
What happened? You broke it.
Now we just see black. And here, does anyone else have this problem? Let's have a look, because it looks okay on our end. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Tim.
Peter has watched it and is loving it. Can anyone else see us okay? Is it just Christoph? Yep,
good.
Sounds good. I think thanks for confirming.
Okay. What is Vicky dressed as? I think it's a Red Dwarf reference.
It is a Red Dwarf.
She's dressed as a tension sheet.
Oh, where did I put that one? Okay.
Wrapped in red bubble wrap.
It is quite funny.
It looks amazing.
She does look good.
Clearly the nerds get it.
Okay, so we say fresh. I had to stay up to midnight and watch it last night. I had to watch it drop. And yeah, so did Carol. But we've watched it together just now. And who's loving it? Tell us who's loving it. Me. It is so good.
But I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, well we can go over that.
No idea what's going on. I just sat there the whole time going.
Go over that. Guys, you're like my Beverly Crusher inspired hairdo.
I was just going to say rocking the Beverly Crusher look.
I think I should do a bit of grey in it. Like it's
au naturel.
Well, despite being really old, I'm not grey.
Oh,
I don't. I'm.
And
it's annoying because I kind of want to be grey. I'm just.
Oh no! If I don't.
I have one or two, but for my I kind of.
You're just too fabulous.
No, I think grey's fabulous. I want the grey. John loves it. Great. So the episode starts off with Dr. Crusher. They just go straight in there. I kind of thought we might be an episode or two.
I did
away.
wonder if it would be, like 2 or 3 episodes down the line, but no, full on first character you see, Beverly Crusher,
and all those trinkets we see, we just get one after the other. I thought it was very interesting that it had the captain's log from All Good Things playing. And there were a couple of Borgy things. I know they keep saying it's not a Borg season, but I'm getting Borg vibes again, people. But yeah, she was different, and we learned quite quickly that there's been a 20-year gap.
Yeah, she cut herself off from everybody.
Yeah, which is very interesting.
Mm.
So yeah, that was an interesting open, I thought, to the episode, having Dr. Crusher
straight in there
and killing people. Like, that's so not Dr. Crusher.
Full on.
Yeah, we got some new mysterious aliens. I got to admit, when I saw orchids, I was like, oh God, we're going here again, aren't we?
Let's not do it again.
Let's not go down the August
Although,
family.
I wondered if, particularly with the ending, the ending of season 1, where there was like the interdimensional, and there was something coming through, and then they managed to seal it all off. Yeah.
Oh, no, the AI.
Yeah, there was something coming through, wasn't there? And you were like, oh, and then they managed to shut it all up again. And I'm like, I wonder if that, because at the end I was like, is that what was coming through?
Maybe
the portal.
The temporal cortex.
But it looked very well. We'll get to that bit later.
Yes, Neil, there was dedication to Annie. Yes, that was lovely.
Yeah, that's
really... interesting. You said it was at the start. We had it at the end. I don't know whether you watched it on a different. Are you in the US? Maybe, I don't know. We had it at the end of the episode, but yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah,
it kind of. I'm just so shocked by that.
Like, we were just so sad. I loved her. I loved her before she was in Star Trek. She was just the most amazing bad guy.
Yeah,
she was like scary bad guy, but apparently she was a wonderful person in real life.
That's all the best baddies are. Yeah,
it's really sad. Really sad.
Tom says you were getting Kirk, Scotty, and Chekhov vibes from tonight. Yes, there was. Yes, from Picard and Riker, the way they interacted, and they didn't hide from the fact that they are old guys. I liked that.
I loved the fact when they were in that the club or wherever they were. His beard was literally like glowing white in the light.
He looks great. He's looking really good at the moment.
It's like, if you wore a white t-shirt to a disco back in the day, like
I didn't see Riker do the Riker maneuver, James. Well, I mean, maybe he did, but shame on me if I missed that.
He's got bad knees now, we know, so he probably can't do that anymore.
Maybe that's why he said that.
Yeah,
but the opening credits, of course, there was a change there with the opening credits. In fact, that's where I lost it. I just started bawling when I watched it last night. I was like, as soon as that TNG music came on.
Yeah.
Because I thought, I wonder how Patrick Stewart feels about it still being called Picard if it's now, basically, we're talking TNG Season 8, aren't we? Peter, that's an interesting point. Does anyone think Raffi's handler is Worf?
Oh, hey Vic! Congratulations on winning the competition.
Yes, so there was Captain Picard's log quite early on, which I thought was interesting, and the Jack Crusher case, which I think was also, what's Jack Crusher got to do with it? Like, is he involved in this? We'll come back to that in a minute. And then, of course, we see Laris is back.
Oh, that was nice.
That was really nice. She is like the epitome of cosy. She always looks cosy with her jumper on and her mitts. And yes, it was...
I'm glad that she's still in it, because I know a lot of the original cast of the first 2 seasons aren't, so I'm glad she's still in it.
Yeah, I'm glad she's
in it.
And I wonder, what is the nature of their relationship now? They were sort of...
It's romantic.
Do you think there was romance?
He's sort of packing up to go and be with her.
Yeah. Was that where it was going? Do you think that he was going off to like a retirement place with her, or
Well, I think she's obviously a bit younger than him. I think she's going to do. I think she's going for work. Didn't it sound like she's going for work to be a peacekeeper or something?
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like she's got a good job somewhere, and he's going to be with her. But I wonder if the reappearance of Beverly Crusher will.
Yes.
And how did they leave it? They said they left it on bad terms.
Yes, that was interesting. And speaking of bad terms, Riker and Troy. So we see Riker and Troy.
Yeah, having a few marital issues.
Yeah, which is, it's sad, but at the same time adds a bit of drama to the story. I'm sure it will be worked out because they are in zaddies and they are forever. Forever. And Peter's hoping that JL, JL, ends up with Laris. Well, it's supposed to be. I'm kind of with you there, actually.
Yeah, no, I think
and
so.
I love the idea of Jean-Luc and Beverly. I call him Jean-Luc, I'm old school. Not like you cool kids call him JL, not that cool.
Hey, Willie. So I've just seen Willie's on.
Hey, Willie. No, I guess I'm cool enough to call him JL, right?
Yeah? Can you down with the kids?
Oh no, Jean-Luc. I think it's cool that people do call him JL. So I'm with you. I think him and Beverly are great. I wouldn't be, I'm not anti it, but I think
you'd feel gutted for Laris, wouldn't you? She's like,
I just feel like this is where he is now. Oh, Crystal, I had heard that as well, that Marina only appears because she didn't want to be in it for too long. It's a shame because
we love her.
We love her so much.
Her. But it'll be even more
precious when
we see her.
And then makes a great comment that the musical score throughout the whole episode was everything about the music.
You were very
and it was so emotive as well. So yes, we had Riker and Troy. Now, what I thought was interesting is when we see Dr. Crusher send this message to Picard, and she uses this code that she knew he had the ability to work out, but there was no way he could work that out without having help from another crew member from the Enterprise, because it said that that was the code that infected the Enterprise when he was Locutus.
So someone else is involved.
Yeah, so I wonder, but I wonder whether she knew that he would have to get help from someone else in the crew. I wonder whether Dr. Crusher's motives are somehow protective. I wonder whether she hasn't seen anyone to protect people. That's my gut feel here.
Say that again.
I feel like she hasn't seen anyone in the TNG crew to protect them.
Oh, I see.
So she's on her own little mission here. And to do
she's distanced herself to keep them safe.
I mean, she could very well be the handler.
There's something weird going on.
She's doing something protective here.
She's on the run.
Trust no one, trust number one. Oh, I like it.
But they also said the faces of the aliens every time they come, they're different.
Oh, did they?
They said something like they have different faces every time. So I wonder if it's almost like bounty hunters.
Maybe.
I'm sure they did. I might be wrong, but I'm sure the son. We'll come to that in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sure he said that every time they have different faces or something. So
interesting.
Yeah.
And they did make a point of, Riker made a point of what sort of ashes are these when. So
have you ever seen ashes like this? Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so there's some agreeing here in the chat that that Crusher knows something more, and like Tom says, is protecting them. Yeah, that's what I felt, and I feel like she needs them all to be involved.
It's kind of there's no coincidences in Star Trek, is there, as we know? So you kind of looking at the whole thing, like the ending with Raffi and the terrorism thing. How is that connected to we know Worf's going to be in it. We know Geordie's going to be in it. So you're like, how do all these pieces fit together? Like, they obviously do, but you just don't know until the very end. It's so exciting.
Exactly. And then there's this Frontier Day, which I'd love to hear all your opinions on Frontier Day. But is that basically Federation Day, do you think? Because it says it's celebrating the 250-year anniversary of Frontier Day. And so if the year is... So I looked up, the year apparently is 2411. And I'm like, how are we at 2411 right now? Like that's what it says on Wikipedia, but do correct me if I'm wrong. Wikipedia and Memory Alpha, obviously. And so 250 years before that puts it at 2161, which is the year the Federation was founded, and it was the year of
perhaps that's what it is. Perhaps
the
it's
episode.
Perhaps it's the anniversary of the founding of the Federation.
Well, but that was always to me being called Federation Day, not Frontier Day. So, what do you guys think? It's got to be the same thing, right? What was the last episode of Enterprise called, guys? It was All Good Things. No, that's TNG.
What are you asking?
The last episode of Enterprise is called...
I don't know.
It's one of those...
Come on, someone. Help her out here.
But that's the episode. That's when it's set, isn't it? 2161, which, of course, Riker likes to go back to. Well, I wonder if that's a link. Riker likes to recreate that episode, doesn't he? He likes to recreate that day in his... So he must love a bit. Yeah, he must love a bit of Frontier Day. These are the voyages. Thank you, Peter.
So the end of Enterprise is the beginning of TNG.
No. The end of Enterprise is the birth of the
Oh, the
Federation.
big. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's when they signed the
next
charter.
generation refers to their kids. Oh, I like that
I
idea.
like that theory, Tom. That's
we know that Geordie's kids are in it.
Yes.
You've got Troy and Riker. Oh my god.
TNG baby crew, Tom. I love it. That's a great idea. TNG
You can see a new spin-off coming.
I'm really excited to see Mika Burton's character because I kind of thought she'd be in it straight away, and I was like, oh, there's another.
I said to you, didn't I? Is that his son? Is that his daughter in real life? And you were like, no, that's not that one. So there's clearly more than one.
Yes,
that's nice.
And I believe they got the same names as the children in All Good Things. The last one, which of course Leah Brahms was their mother in All Good Things, and there's a lot of disagreement whether it's cool for Leah Brahms and Geordie to hook up to each other, because a lot of people, and it is true, the way it was written was a bit weird. Geordie was a bit weird to Leah, and it's a bit like, you pester her long enough, you end up marrying her. She gives in, and
she relents.
I get that. I understand that, but I also really want them to get together. Because I know Geordie's a good guy. I know he's
not a crazy
he was in that particular storyline for him did not do him justice.
Okay.
So yeah, Frontier Day. Raffi then appears. We've got Raffi back.
Oh my god. I was praying. I was praying that scene, like, please let her be undercover. Yeah. Please don't let her fall off the wagon.
I know.
Please.
I was with you there. When that moment when she gets out, she gets it all together, and she's like, Lieutenant Commander,
she's struggling. She clearly is struggling though. You can see she's struggling because she's like got that thing in her hand. Yeah, to put her into that. And I wonder if her and Seven are together or not anymore.
Yeah,
I feel like Seven wouldn't let her be in that position. Wouldn't let her put herself into that position.
I have this feeling they're kind of not together, but they're living their own lives, but they love each other, so they don't
hook up occasionally.
Yeah, but I reckon they're loyal to each other, but they're not beholden to it. But they just haven't found anyone else.
Quite a modern relationship.
Yeah, I don't think they've gone elsewhere because they just love each other, but neither are they.
Yeah,
that's the sense. Since I have no relationship.
Okay.
I love the way there was this planet called Metalis Prime, which has to be a tribute to Terry Metalis, who is just doing a great job.
Someone put further up, fire Kurtzman, hire Metalis, or whatever his name is.
Oh, really?
I'm sure somebody did.
What's that?
Sure, there was a hashtag. It might have been someone did.
Who did it? Who said it?
Who said it? It was funny.
It's a bit too far up.
Oh no, because Willie came in a bit later. Keep going. There's a hashtag somewhere. Oh no, I lost it. Yeah, someone said it. Yeah, someone said it.
Well.
They'll tell us in a minute.
Yes, I'll be like, it was me.
It was me.
And then we see the Titan, which, of course, I don't know, I'm sure you guys all remember when the Titan, the pictures first came up, there was a bit of outcry about the Neo Constitution class. People were critical about it, but I gotta admit, I thought it looked lovely. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's shiny and new.
It's shiny. It's got that new starship smell.
I don't think we're supposed to like the captain of the Titan now. I think that's the whole point. God. What a douche.
I think we all need to have a conversation about the new captain, Captain Shaw. Why are these douchebags still getting promoted in Starfleet? Why are men like this still getting moved up the ranks? It's winding me up.
They probably learnt their lesson with the likes of Picard and Riker. Oh, there we go. It was Tim.
Fire Kurtzman, Hyman. Didn't he just get fired again? How many times can we fire Kurtzman? Like, he gets fired every week, that guy. It's a running joke on the internet, guys. Well, because you're all on the internet.
They are right now.
It's, yeah.
Annika Hansen, he insists on her using her.
Yes, now I was talking to my colleague about this.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Rashid. Hi. We're talking about Star Trek, Rashid. Hi. Yes, so I was talking to my colleague about this. So, guys, I've got a new job.
You've got a job.
I've got a job. It's just it's so full on, guys. I work all the time now. But one of the good things is I've got a work colleague who is an obsessive, massive Trekkie. And
tell him the story about your email. like how you discovered that you were both Trekkies.
Yeah, so we discovered Trekkies. I basically had to give him my personal email address for work stuff. And he was like typing it in, and I was reading it out, and my email has 1701 in it. And he just, like, his head just appeared from above the desk and went, is there a reason why you have the registration of the USS Enterprise in your email address? Because some people think it means the 17th of January. And he just looked up and I was like, because I'm a Star Trek fan. And that was it. We spent about the next hour talking non-stop about Star Trek, and we haven't stopped. To the point we're now just Trekifying the whole office. But yeah, anyway, he mentioned this. We were talking about it today, so to give credit, to not plagiarise us. But he says, I hate Shaw. He dead named 7. I'm like, ooh, I hadn't thought of it like that.
What does that mean?
Dead name is used in like with trans people. To refer to their name previously, so their previous name. That is really...
It's like someone insisting on calling you by your birth name, sort of
or
thing.
your wrong pronouns. Yeah, so I thought, that's actually a really good point. That actually there is like a...
Wow, Stuart.
Yeah, no, Stuart. Yeah, wow. That's a really good point. That there is a connection there. And because at first when she introduces herself as Annika Hansen, I'm like, that's cool, you want to go by that? That's
yeah,
great.
but when she drops
then
that in, then it's his idea.
Like,
what is just what kind of cocky, arrogant a-hole starts eating before like an admiral and another captain walk in?
I know.
Like, what's an absolute?
I know.
That's just a cock move.
That's like
rude.
Rude. That's how you behave around a dog, isn't it? Like to assert dominance. Like you
sitting there and watch me eat.
Do. I eat first and then I feed you. Yeah,
rude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of mentions of Janeway.
There were mentions of Janeway, weren't there?
I read your note.
Yes,
lots of mentions of Janeway.
Well, I think it was one mention of Janeway.
7 mentions, Jane. I thought there were 7 mentions of Janeway, so I totally read that.
No, but she mentions Janeway in that way,
does.
like, I'm sure she'll just pop
John
up
Wayne.
Janeway.
Well, this is the thing now with the way Star Trek is right now. I feel like anything can happen, like because they're all back in the fold, and I'm sure we will see more of like the DS9 characters, and like I think the Enterprise characters are like they want it so bad. I'm sure it will come. I am sure it will come.
I'd love to see.
I actually want to see like proper Kate Mulgrew though, like Kate Mulgrew on the screen, not holographic, not
Kate Mulgrew
animated, proper Kate Mulgrew.
Exactly.
Would be amazing.
Yes.
So yes, the Red Lady. Okay, who is Rachel Garrett?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So there was the running throughout the episode. Who is the Red Lady? I'm sure. Who were your theories before you worked it out? Mine was it was Dr. Crusher. I thought the Red Lady.
Red Lady.
It has to be Dr. Crusher.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about the Red Angel.
That was what made me think, and they kept thinking it was someone different all the time, didn't they? Yeah. And
then it would turn out to be Rachel Garrett. Rachel Garrett was the captain of the Enterprise C in the episode Yesterday's Enterprise, where the Enterprise D goes back in time, and it's the other way around. So the Enterprise C gets brought into the future, into a different timeline, and Rachel Garrett was she was the Enterprise captain of the Enterprise C, which I thought was really cool.
So she obviously did something really great later on
she did.
That we don't know about.
No, we know about it now. That we know that her ship gets destroyed and she basically
sacrifices herself.
Yeah, basically she prevented a war. She's an absolute hero. So
you wonder what the Red Lady statue. Where was it? Did it say where it was? The Red Lady statue.
Yes, it was Starfleet Intelligence. Was it also Starfleet Intelligence? Or it was like I didn't. Everyone could
That would be cool if Janeway appears. Could we see another Prodigy character in live action? I would love that. I'm so excited to see the Discovery, not Discovery. Strange New Worlds Lower Decks crossover.
I'm intrigued.
I want to know. I'm like, make it good. Make it good. And Neil asks, Neil proposes I'm no longer a tit. That's what do I become next? I become a twat.
Trekkie with advanced training.
I don't think I'm there yet. No, I feel like we need a, Trekkie with kind of okay knowledge. Trying really hard. I don't know. I don't think I'm a twat yet. No. I'm not ready to take the training wheels off. Can I have one stabiliser on my bike?
You can have
One stabiliser. So we
got
know
one
Rachel...
nacelle.
One nacelle, yeah, one nacelle.
One ample nacelle.
Anyway, the weapon goes off.
The anti-grav device out.
Yeah, the weapon goes off. What happened?
Oh, yeah, so then...
That was odd. It was like a distortion time.
That was weird.
Thing.
That was weird.
Boom,
that was like some sort of quantum... Yeah, it blows up there and then it sort of drops over there.
Down.
How
it
rude
was
is that,
odd.
You know?
That was odd. And that's what kind of makes me think about the ending of season 1. You know, I'm right, aren't I? Where Riker and everyone turns up. Like, that came from another thingy.
But, yeah,
and like, why would you leave that unfinished? This is Star Trek. They never leave anything unfinished. We don't know what there is in there, in that hole.
Well, yeah, maybe.
We don't know what that is. It'll all come round.
I don't know. I still think there's a bit of a Borgy element here. There's just...
Although the ship looked very Romulan.
Well, yeah. Well,
from the films.
Well, yeah. I mean, so the weapon goes off, and then we're back to we're on the ship. So, 7 totally disobeys.
She does not like being in Starfleet, does she?
Well, you wouldn't
stand there taking orders.
You wouldn't like. I mean, if she'd been under Picard,
she wants to be.
If she'd been on the crew of the Enterprise, she would have been in an element, and Picard would have harnessed that potential he saw in her. And
if Riker had known her back in the day, he would have definitely tapped that.
Oh, that's a good point.
Riker's like, I like her. Like, I'm sure you do.
We all like 7, Riker.
Universal.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie asks, what was the building that was such we think it was Star Trek Intelligence.
Star Trek Intelligence. Yeah.
Starfleet. Oh, yeah, Star Trek Intelligence. Oh, I'm sorry, it's been a long week. I'm so tired.
We're so tired.
We might just fall asleep in it. How's Carol? Carol is good. She's out.
Good. She's out.
She's out, but she'll be here next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, we received 100 messages. This is a popular one.
Thank you.
Yay. It was like it was beamed up or beamed down. Some Neil said it was like it was beamed up.
It was like beamed up, beamed down.
It was like beamed down.
It was. I mean,
the big ring appeared, didn't it? And it kind of fell through, but then fell through that way.
It kind of like it's a bit like I don't know. Maybe it's like future toilet technology. You know, like it's sort of like
that went wrong.
You dump it there, and it just comes up there. Just take it away.
Nice.
So then they get onto Beverly's ship, and then there's the reveal that this guy who looks a bit like Picard.
He thinks it's his son, right?
I mean, the guy comes out with like, and I don't want to be insulting to American writing here, but there's like a kid comes out saying, "Well, chaps, you're doing a piss poor job of it." You're like,
way to link him to Picard. Let's just make him sound really, really British.
Yeah. Well, if it's Captain Picard's son, he obviously would have inherited an English accent. Now, I'm being insulting here, and I don't mean to be. Maybe he was raised with a British person.
Yeah, we've got to have the full story.
We're everywhere.
I feel like
maybe Garrick's his dad. I don't know.
I'm gonna do a theory. I feel like
Garrick's not British.
Sorry. We're tired.
Go on, tell me your theory.
I feel like they're on the run. So, like Beverly and her son are on the run. I feel like she's protecting her son from something. I don't know why, but I just get like a feeling. And I feel it's a little bit like Troy and Riker would do anything for their child.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're running... I just feel like it's something to do with the son. I feel like the son is like key to the story. And possibly because he's Picard's son, for whatever reason...
Yeah.
I just feel like that's the key.
Or it could be Jack's son. She could have used, like, we see this box at the beginning, maybe.
She could have used his sperm.
She could have used his
sperm. No. Picard being his dad is way more exciting.
Although it's too obvious. So predictable. It's too predictable. You write down, and I'm hoping the British accent's throwing us off. You know.
Does Wesley know? Someone asked, does Wesley know?
I know, right?
He has a brother.
Have you all guys seen Will Wheaton's message he wrote out about the premiere? And this is raising an interesting point. He was at the premiere in Los Angeles. the cast were invited to go up, and Will Wheaton didn't go up, and then Jonathan Frakes said, "Get up here!"
Oh, so he was there, but he didn't go up.
Yeah. So
what?
Are they hiding from someone that thinks he's that son's father? And then, that's maybe. And Tom says, "Laura, have you seen a season of You?" Oh, I haven't. No. The actor speaks like that. There's lots of good theories out here. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like the whole, all right, chaps. It looks like it's too obvious, isn't it? I do wonder about that. So
it's just going to be weird that for 20 years that she cut herself off. 20 years ago, she cut herself off from the crew. It's got to be something to do with the fact that she was pregnant, or
maybe,
or there's maybe it's Rikers.
It was just better if she avoided Deanna, her best friend, because she got knocked up with her. Oh my god, how funny would that be?
Saying.
Just
saying.
Wow. Starting rumours here.
You heard it here first, people. No, I think Beverly Crusher probably has better taste.
Oh
than
my
that.
God, yes, maybe, and then maybe that's why Troy isn't speaking to Riker right now.
20 years ago.
I've got to go on a mission to find Beverly, and I know what's going to happen. I'm just going to give you a heads up before I go. Jean-Luc will find out that she has a son, and he'll be like, "Oh my God, it's mine because it's got a British accent." But that's not it. That's just the way his communicator translates. It's actually my son, Deanna. And she's like, "Get out of here! I want to see your face." Yeah. And right now, Troy and Laris are getting drunk somewhere, talking about how awful men are.
Bloody men. Bloody men.
That's great.
We've done it.
We've solved the series.
We've just turned it into like Desperate Housewives or something, kind of Star Trek.
Maybe, Christoph says, maybe Mirror Universe Jack Crusher is the father. Ooh. The more I think about it, the more I like it. Maybe they use that technology.
Technology!
I had a little thought throughout.
I could see the wheels
maybe
going.
Maybe it's the same transporter effect, the trans-dimensional transporter that they use in Deep Space Nine to get to the Mirror Universe could maybe be the same thing as a weapon. But oh gosh, there's so many avenues to go down here.
Will we see Will again?
Will we see who?
Will we see Will again? Will Wheaton?
Will Wheaton? Yes.
Do you think he's in it?
I don't know.
Brent Spiner. I guess he's been in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, but he's in the trailer. This is Law.
Oh, yay!
Yeah,
I haven't watched trailers because I haven't want to be spoiled.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I just haven't seen them, so that's good. I'm glad that Brent Spiner's in it because you couldn't really, and you can't have the reuniting without Will.
Reuniting and it feels so good. And then the end credits. Oh my God. How good! Oh, of course we see the ship come out, the baddie ship, and it's got the big claws, and it goes, and that's how you know it's a baddie. Because
the noise.
If it's all pretty and makes this nice purring sound, like this, that's a good ship. Because it's got this big claw, baddie. Simple.
I feel like the quality of our streams are
sliding
not quite what they were. You can tell how tired we are. Right. Maybe Beverly's son is adopted. I don't think Laris will come back until the end. I think you're probably right. I think he'll end up he'll end up going back to Laris. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And then it ends, and those ending credits. Oh my God!
I think there's a lot of Easter eggs in those credits. I think you'd have to watch them very slowly because you're looking thinking that looks like it's important. That there was a saying. What was it? Don't blame.
You see Voyager B in the end credits? No.
See, this is what I mean. There was something like don't blame me or don't blame them or something.
Yeah.
There's some words.
Oh, that was related to the song at the beginning of the episode. But yeah, the end credits were beautiful, and the music. I mean, I believe that was First Contact. I'm willing to stand corrected, but I felt like that was First Contact music. Again, please correct me. and that would tie into the beginning of the episode with the log with best of both worlds. There's a Borgie thing going on here. Oh God, Captain Shaw saying to, talking about loyal ex-Borgs. Oh, rude.
Oh, I know. That was awful though, because that was an insult to Picard. But like, your first officer sat right there with Borg implants. Like, you
awful, awful man.
My goodness.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he'll turn out to be not as bad as we think.
I wondered that too.
I wonder if they'll turn him.
Yeah,
the excitement.
I hope big old.
So we know Worf comes back.
Yep.
And we haven't seen LeVar Burton yet.
Nope.
He's probably curating a museum somewhere, as we've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And that picture at the beginning, I'm just saying, is the picture on your wall. Like, it's so good.
Switch. Here we go.
Look at that picture. I mean, it's pretty good. It's so good. Even Neil was like,
yeah. This is a little plant
coming out of our heads. Oh, that's the bench. Yeah, we've lost it. We've just lost it. Right, first contact music, lots of nods to Jerry Goldsmith.
Yeah, lots of tribute. The whole score of that episode was as stunning as the episode itself.
They put a lot of thought into it, haven't they? How many episodes is this series? Do we know?
I know the last episode, I believe, is the 20th of April.
So about 8. And then about
a bit
8,
longer, a bit more than
10.
that.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah. Are we in Picard's chateau? Yeah, we were in Chateau Trekkie Girls, actually. It's very similar.
We've started our estate.
Yeah,
I live next door. I live next door now.
You don't know, yes.
I live
Sarah's
next door.
the next door neighbour now. He literally lives right there.
I literally live next door. We've started our commune.
We're just going to get Carol to move. The house next to me, the other side, is for sale.
We're going to have the whole road.
Carol's going to move there, and Vicky's going to live. I mean, that's not for sale, but details. And it'll be good.
Loving it.
Righty, everyone. Thank you so much. It was so lovely to chat with you all, and thank you for joining in and being excited about this season. I got this little bit of sadness that it's the last one. So many times you can think you're watching these people for the last time, and not it crushes me every time.
Yeah. I think Patrick Stewart's up for doing more, isn't he? Possibly, maybe not Picard, but I think the way Star Trek is now, like I say, I don't think
anything's possible, isn't it?
I don't envisage there being, certainly not for a long time, the lull that there was between the end of Enterprise and the films, like the movies coming back out.
The dark days.
Do you remember that was the biggest thing when that movie was announced?
It was huge. Couldn't believe it. Whenever you think of those movies, they brought back Star Trek.
That's the thing. You have to give credit to those movies, and I do kind of hope they do another one. I like Chris Pine as Captain Kirk, but we would not be here now if it weren't for those movies. Whether you like them or hate them, but
it's true.
We'll be back every week for now the next 9 weeks. We'll try our best.
We're going to try our best.
We'll try our best.
We will.
Sam's got a job now, so can't promise anything. But I live next door, so it's easier.
But
we'll try.
We're going to do our absolute best.
We will try.
Mostly because we just love Star Trek.
You can knock through. We're going to put a gate in.
We can do whatever.
A little zip line.
Walls,
little zip line. But you can get up. I can get down.
It's like gravity issue. We'll get one of those temporal vortex things.
Like a ski lift.
Like that on that episode.
Oh my God,
stuff up. Just
plop me there.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.